Hi there, how is it going? My name is Robert, and welcome to GuitarControl.com, where we are, of course, going to be checking out the classic Wild Cherry song, Play That Funky Music. So, all kinds of good stuff in here. Now, what I'm going to focus on this one, though, because there's two guitar parts in this one, I'm going to be focusing on the main guitar part, which is kind of like the riff that you hear. That kind of stuff. And just kind of what would be more recognizable to people. Because if you go in and you start playing, I mean, not that you shouldn't learn this stuff, but... you know, people might not recognize what that is, but I'm going to show you the main parts that people will instantly recognize, and we're going to cover that awesome little solo that's in there. So if you like taps for this, that is down below in the description, and let's get going. Okay, so we're going to dive right into that opening part. Now, there's two different ways you can play this. Some people I've seen played up here. I like it down here. I just like to sound those open strings for some reason, so I'm going to show you guys this one. It's just a little bit more poppy and twangy to it. So we're going to be playing open on the low E string twice. Now I'm slightly muting the string. Okay, so then I'm going to go 2, open 2 on the D. Now that's all picked. Then I'm going to go to the A string, which is open, hammer on 2nd fret. And then on the D string, you're going to pick open 2nd fret. I see a lot of people do a hammer on there. If you listen to it really close, you can tell he's picking that note. So that's definitely a pick. Now, part of this one that's kind of tricky is that groove. Anytime you're dealing with funk stuff, it is all about the groove. It might not be the most complicated lick, but the actual rhythm and timing is what's going to be the kind of the tough part. Like I said, that other guitar part, which we won't be covering right now, but it's real funky. That's not quite it, but so when we have this one down here, both those parts are happening at the same time. Like I said, this is the one people recognize, though. So you notice those strings I'm not muting. And one thing I am doing to kind of give it a little bit of extra like funk pop to it, watch how I'm picking it. That's an up. I'm doing quite a few ups. So. And what happens is when you go up on the string, you're kind of going underneath it and you're popping it. So it's like, you know, a lot more kind of like emphasis on that twang sound. Now I'm also going to show you how to play this the way up here that a lot of other people play it, because I've seen it both ways a lot. And that one would be like this. It still starts out with an open low E string. Mute it, then you're going to go 7, 5, 7 on the A. Okay? And then you're going to go to 5, hammer on 7 on the low E. And then 5, 7 on the A pick. Same exact notes, a slightly different feel to them. Like I said, this one is all fretted notes. And then I just prefer the open one a little bit better. But that's the main verse, and they just keep playing it and the bass kind of holds down that groove. Now there's a little bridge section that goes like this. Now, to play that bridge section, there's some left-hand muting going in. And I wanted to include this part because the other guitar kind of cuts out here, and it's just getting us into that funky style of playing. So it's simply just barring 7th fret on the G, B, and height. You can kind of finish the chord if you want, but we're not going to worry about that for now. We're just going to be holding down 7 on those 3 strings. Now, the trick is you have to mute 3 times. So you want to have your hands where it's touching the strings where you're going to do left-hand mute. So you can do 2 mute, and then... Now when I do that, I'm kind of aiming for the higher strings. It gives you more of that chick-chick. So it's like 2 mutes and chord. it goes like this. It's just 3rd fret low E string twice. Then you go 5, 3, 5 on the D. Then it goes 3 hammer on 5 on the A. And then 3, 5 on the D. Same as that first riff, just now it's kind of out of G. Then you go to B flat. Which I'm just doing a power chord here, so it's 1st fret on the A string, 3rd fret on the D, 3rd fret on the G. And then you have to do a walk down. And that is all out of our E minor pentatonic scale, which I'll be covering more in the solo, so hang 10 for that for a minute. So we're going to go, so it's 2 open on the D, so then you go to 2 on the A, so an open D, then 2 open on the A, so then you go back to 2 on the A, 3rd fret low E, so then you go open 2 on the A, open on the A again, 3rd fret low E, open low E, 3rd fret again, and 2 on the D. So. I messed up. On to the solo. Now, the solo is almost entirely out of box 1 out of E minor pentatonic. It ventures into box 2 here for a second. So I'm going to go ahead and show you those 2 boxes. If you already know the scales, just skip past this part. But it's going to go like this. So box 1 out of E minor would be 12-15 on the low E, 12-14 on the A, 12-14 on the D, 12-14 on the G, 12-15 on the B, and 12-15 on the high E. So that's box number 1. That's where a lot of these notes are going to be coming from. Now he's also including box 2 out of E minor, which goes like this. It'd be 15-17. Then you're going to go 14-17, 14-17, 14-16, 15-17, and 15-17. So you'll see exactly how those are all coming into play, and he's bending out of, You'll see it here in just a second. Alright, so now here's the solo, of course, right after he says, "Play some of that for Papa." So what is going on here? What kicks off, like I said, all in that box 1. So we go, it's just 12-14 on the D, 12-14 on the G, and back 12 on the G. Then you're going to bend 15 up a full step on the B. So then you go to 12 on the B. So then you go to 15 on the high string, and you're going to do 3 full step bend. Now, when you come back down on that one, you're going to pull off the 12. Then you go 15, pull off 12 on the B. Then you're going to bend that 15 again on the B up a full step. Then you grab that 12. It's almost like a unison bend kind of out of nowhere. Then he goes. So you have 12 on the high E, 15, 12 on the B. Then you bend 15 again. Take your pinky while that 15 on the B is bent, and you're going to play 15 on the high. Okay, now you're going to do another bend on 15. I know it's like so repetitive, but it sounds awesome. You're going to bend 15 up, then unbent, then 12 on the B. So then 14, 12 on the G. And you do like kind of like a double stop, 12 on the D and G. Then I go like this. It's kind of hard to hear what he does because it's all kind of like meshed together right there. So I throw that in there. I go 14, 12, 14 on the So Then he's going to go back to 15, bend it up. So he bends up, back down, then he goes back to 12. Then bend 15 up on the high E. Then you can come up here to 17 and do 2 full step bend. Then you go back to 15 on the high E, 17 on the B. Cool little lick here. So he's going 15 hammer on 17 on the B, and then 15 on the high E. Then you bend 17 again, then unbend, and then you just go to 12. Or you could go to 17 if you want. I just found kind of rolling my finger up there was a little bit tougher, so I just go to that. So. Dug that lesson, you should totally check out our Ultimate Song Collection. It has over 150 songs in it, broken down all the parts of the songs, even more so kind of than what we did today. It's all tabbed out, got chord charts, close-ups of the hands, everything. It's got everything you need. So make sure you go check that out. You can see that it is on your screen right now. You got the little iCard up there. If you're on your phone, you got second link in the description. Plenty of ways to get to it. Go check it out. I think you guys would really dig it. Like I said, 150 songs. It's a crazy amount of information, and I think you'd really dig it. So have a great day, and I'll see you later.